Razabani for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm in Fresno here. I'm delighted to have with me Jesse Rodrigues. Jesse, firstly, how are we doing?
I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've just spoke to, obviously, your trainer in Robert Garcia, and he extremely highly rates your ability in the gym. He said to me that you're at 108 pounds at the moment, but he feels like you can go all the way up to featherweight, super featherweight. What has he seen for him to say that?
My sparring sessions, you know, I spar bigger people always in the gym. You know, there's no one around my weight class in the gym, so I'm always going against bigger guys, and I'm in there, hanging in there with them. Ronnie Rios, for example, a 122-pounder fighting for the world title. I give him rounds, he gives me rounds. It's terrific work.
Do you make the weight currently perfectly, or do you feel like you can move up now?
I can move up now, but you know, of course, I want to go get my title at 108, so that way that's already a title right there, and then 112, 115, and go up from there.
So your plan is, I want to become a multi-weight world champion, like someone like Mikey Garcia in your stable?
Yeah, of course. No disrespect, but I want to get more than that. I want to go Pacquiao's level, even more than Pacquiao if I can. I'm not gonna limit myself to these titles. If they come, they come, and I know it's possible. So I'm not gonna stop at a certain amount.
I know obviously you've been out the ring for a little while now, close to, I think, just over a year now, since the last time you went out. Is that going to play a part on Saturday night? We saw about Mikey. We saw that. I was speaking to Robert about Mikey fighting potentially Regis Prograis, and Mikey turned around and said, "Look, I'll wait for Regis. I'll wait a couple of months." And you know, Robert said, I said to Mikey that let's get you a run out. Mikey didn't want a run out. He wanted to go straight into Regis Prograis. Yeah. But from your perspective, ring rust, do you expect much, or do you feel like you've been working hard enough in the gym to put on a performance on Saturday?
Nah, there's not gonna be no ring rust because I've had two camps already, two camps for two fights that fell through. So I feel like I stayed sharp in the gym with the sparring, the training, and you know, I believe there's not gonna be any ring rust, so that's not a problem. It's nothing I'm worrying about, and I'm going to be as sharp as I was in my last fight.
What do you know about Jorge Burgos?
All I know is that he's been in the ring with my brother. He gave my brother a good fight. I think a few rounds he went with my brother. My brother ended up stopping him. So he's a tough guy. You just got to fight the way I do, fight my fight.
He's obviously coming off a couple of losses and a draw as well. So, but do you still, in your mind, do you still see that you're going to see the best version of Jorge Burgos on Saturday?
Yeah, I never underestimate any opponent. Any fighter that I step in there with is dangerous. One punch can change the fight. So I'm going in there like if I was going to fight Bermudez, that's the way I'm going to take this fight, like if it was for the world title.
Before we started this interview, I said to you, I asked you how old you were, and you said you were 21. So you do look a lot younger, like I said, off camera. But growing up in the sport of boxing, I know you've been around your father and stuff like that, being people of boxing. Who were the ones that you looked up to and said, you know, that's who I want to accomplish?
When I was little, I looked up to Brandon Rios a lot and Nonito Donaire. Those were like the ones that I looked up to, especially Donaire with the way he moves in the ring. And I feel like I picked that up, and I move similar to him, not as much as him, but that's definitely someone I looked up to coming up in boxing.
What about now? What about current existing fighters right now as a professional athlete? Who do you look up to?
I would say Lomachenko. I really admire the footwork. It's something. It's amazing to see what he does in there with his angles. It's beautiful.
So what can we expect to see from Jesse on Saturday night? A clinical performance?
For as long as it lasts, it's going to be a really good performance. I'm going to show my angles, my defense, my power. Everything I've been working on in the gym for this whole year, is in a show Saturday night, and expect a knockout.
What about this setup here? I know Match Important is a great event, but it's going to be, I believe, at the baseball stadium. Yeah. So something completely different. I don't think Fresno's had a lot of boxing fights. I think 2 or 3 boxing fights here. So something different, unique, but great experience for yourself.
Yeah, of course. Even the fight being outside is something different. I've only fought outside one time, so for it to be outside, it's going to be pretty cool. And then with the fans coming back as well after COVID, I haven't fought with fans in a while, so I'm excited for that too. And I'm just ready to go, man. I'm excited.
It seems like you're ready to go now, but don't punch me, I'm not the fighter. Jesse, for all your fans in the UK who'll be tuning in on DAZN, because the fights are coming on early. I believe the first fight on Saturday night is 2:30 here, local time, which is about 10:30 in the UK. We've got a message for you, any UK fans or any potential UK fans?
Just be on the lookout, man. Expect a great show, a knockout, and I hope I get some UK fans if I don't already.
Well, Jesse, we wish you all the best on Saturday night, and we'll definitely follow this journey and hopefully see you succeed all the way to the very top.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Jesse Rodrigues for IFL TV, thank you very much.